Hi, I'm Alicia Scarlett. I just had a spider web get in my face. So, hi. I just barely ended a video that I was asked to make videos like this. Um, really told to, more or less. Like, yeah, I was told. um, and I meant to say something in the last video and forgot. So here I am. Although, I'll make more of these. Um, uh, so I'm so sorry. Okay, here we go. I do not know why, and I think it still speaks to a lack of understanding of how our Constitution in the U.S. is at least supposed to be. And some people might just be honestly slipping up, but I still think there's a huge, mammoth lack of understanding that's shown here when we say that the Supreme Court legalized gay marriage in the Hobart v. Hodge decision in June 2015. Because actually what the court did is found that it was always legal. Well, as long as the 14th Amendment has been in place in the Constitution, because equality under the law and in the 14th Amendment. So it's like it's not like, it is what the Supreme Court said. They said, which was accurate, that gay marriage there shouldn't have been an issue for all that time, ever since the 14th existed, and possibly more than the 14th, but I know the 14th is one way that it was found that gay marriage, it's not illegal. And that's really it. It's that it already was legal. It wasn't legalized. That almost, you could also interpret that as like that there was some sort of like conspiracy by the Supreme Court to make something legal that shouldn't have been, and that's, so I think the language needs to be better on that. It just wasn't legalized. It was already legal, and it was just found that it was already legal. Also, in terms of using better language, I think with transgender matters, in healthcare even, it will be like MTF and FTM. And it's okay. But I think it could be better than that. It's not that, like, so for most, I don't know, I can't say, I don't know everybody's thoughts, everybody who's trans, but for me, I've always had a female soul, and I just didn't realize it. And although I wouldn't be surprised if that was the situation for most people, it's not like their gender changed. They just found the gender inside them. They realized what it is. So, and for some that comes earlier, for some that comes later. I don't think there's a limit, or should be, like, so if somebody realizes when they're 60, that's great, Actually, that makes a lot of sense to me, because if you're socialized in a way that makes it difficult for you to know your gender, then of course it could take decades to overcome that socialization and thus be able to have that beautiful realization come forth. And I think in my case, that's why it took me till I was 33, almost 34. So yeah, truly, 12, 60, 80, I think it's all fine. Like it really does. I think when you consider the socialization factor, it really makes a lot of sense why it's later on for people. Um, and so, because of that, it's not actually female to male or male to female. You're just actualizing relative to your gender realization. Thank you so much for watching.